What's up, guys? This is the OG Bronknuts from the 719 West. And I'm certainly excited for the draft. Got my Notre Dame hat on for my man Quentin Nelson that I hope that we're going to be drafting. But tonight's video, I want to talk about Bitcoin. Now, for those of you that haven't been paying attention, I mean, there's so many people out there just asleep. Y'all are asleep! Bitcoin bottomed at about 6,400. And I think it was a coordinated effort, not only by the banks, but the mainstream media, the Internal Revenue Service, the Mt. Gox trustee that was selling off. So much FUD about Bitcoin going to zero. Banks are going to outlaw it. Countries are going to outlaw it. India outlawed it. That it just really drove the price down. And I think it's over. I think it's over. If you heard right here on this channel that I told you that when I saw it bounce off 64, 65, I thought that low was in, and I thought a good place to start nibbling, I said, was 6,800. And if you were smart, you were buying a little bit of Bitcoin at that point in time. Here we are today, just a couple weeks later. I think we hit 9,700, a little over that maybe, and we've had a little bit of a pullback to 9,500. So the question is what is Bitcoin going to do from here? Right, Mr. Smarty Pants, Mr. Bronknuts? You've been telling us that you're right. What's it do for here, smart guy? So I'm going to tell you what I think it does from here. And then we'll see if I'm right, because I've been right when I told you to buy it with both hands at 900. I've been right when I told you to transition some of it into gold. I've been right when I told you to buy it at 68. And here we are at 95. And here's what I think about it right now. This is your last call. This is your last call to buy Bitcoin under $10,000. Now, I'm not saying $10,000 will never be seen again. What I am saying is $6,000 Bitcoin is gone forever. Bitcoin will never go below $7,000 again. You heard it here first, not going lower than that. So I think your downside is only about 30% from here. Now, the reason that I think that is because the banks, the big money, the commercial money, hedge fund managers, is too much pushing worldwide on the price of Bitcoin right now for it to fall. Federal Reserve and the central banking systems, I mean, Christine Lagarde at the IMF said, hey, look, they're kind of, not that they endorsed it, but they said, look, I think it can be a player in the game. It's got a spot in the financial game in the world. They're not trying to push this out. They're not trying to let this go to zero. Matter of fact, they're setting forth task forces and laws to try to protect people from getting scammed from ICOs. That's how much they're not trying to shut Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies down. And you guys are sleeping. Listen, this is your one chance to do yourself a favor. I mean, look, you're not going to put $100 into the stock market and make 10 grand. You're probably not even going to do that in Las Vegas. But you can do it in this cryptocurrency market if this becomes the future. But you got to do it right now when nobody's looking. You got to make a move. You got to make the first move to set yourself up a Coinbase account and acquire some Bitcoin. So what's Bitcoin do from here, huh, Bronknuts? Well, I said in my prior videos that I thought Bitcoin would have a steady rise to about $12,000. Now, I think 12,000 is the median range. What I really think it'll do is a steady rise maybe to 15,000, and somewhere between 15 or even 16, but more 15 and 11. I think that range right there, Bitcoin's going to go up, drop down, go up, drop down, go up, drop down, go up. Here's why. A lot of people who saw the Bitcoin hype and Bitcoin run up to $19,000, when it dropped to 12, they said, hey, that's a significant drop. I think this may be the low. And they got in, but not only did they get in, they took out loans. They put it on their credit card. I know people who did it. And then what happened? It bottoms out in 64 at 6,400. And they're sweating BBs, right? I mean, they're just like, oh my gosh, I owe taxes, I owe interest on these credit cards, Bitcoin's dropped, now I owe all this stuff, and my asset is devalued at even 40% from where I bought it, where I thought was the low at 12. A lot of people are going to be so relieved to see Bitcoin back in that $11,000 to $15,000 range that we're going to shake a lot of weak hands off that. And that's going to be a pretty volatile sideways trading pattern, I think. Once we shake off the the weak hands from there, and we may see Bitcoin drop, just immediately and catch itself down into the $9,000, $8,000 range. But believe me, 60-something Bitcoin, 6,000 anything Bitcoin's gone. It's gone forever. And $10,000 Bitcoin's going to be gone soon as it makes a new all-time high. Believe me, I really believe Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency market in 2018 is going to be so unbelievably enormous because the powers that be, they want it to be enormous now. That's a game changer. And if you stay there asleep at the wheel and you don't do nothing about it, you're going to have nobody to blame but yourself because you didn't. Take a little bit of money that you're making in real life. Look, I got a job too. Take the little bit of money that you're making, just a little bit, and dedicate it to putting it in what might be the money of the future. Because if you do nothing, you're behind the 8 ball for the rest of your life again. I think central banks will come out with their own currency. The reason why? I think there's too many dumb people in the world. They have to. There ain't enough smart people in the world to even handle all this. I mean, it's a lot to learn. How can you learn it all? You can pay somebody to go take a course. You can pay, a friend of yours to teach you. Maybe they'll teach you for free. Or you can do the digging and learning and really immerse yourself and find all the info that you want to get right on Steam, at YouTube, DLive, all of them, DTube. It's all there. Reddit. There's so much of information available now that wasn't available for me when I first got interested in Bitcoin. There was nothing, literally nothing. You could scour the whole internet, read 15 articles, and you knew everything that there was to know about Bitcoin as far as what somebody had written down other than Satoshi. There's fantastic technologies on board right now. EOS, how exciting is that project? Steem, I really think Steem and Steemit is going to go through a market explosion because of what's called the network effect. This has been studied for many years, but now that you have 1 million accounts on Steemit, the next million's easy to get, way easier to get than the first million. Actually, the next 10 million is probably easier to get than the first million. That's what the network effect is essentially about. So I really see this token, Steem, shooting through the roof right now. You're looking at $3.30 and I think around 35,000 Satoshis. So 35,000 or 350,000. I think it's 35,000. Anyway, I think Steem's a good buy right now. I think BitShares is a really good buy right now. Look, there's so many places to put money that I feel like, gosh, I want to buy this, I want to buy that, I want to buy this. This is awesome tech. And I'm sure you guys feel a lot the same way. There's so many exciting things and you can only put your money in so many places. I guess you could put it everywhere, but not me. I don't like to trade. I'm a holder. I'm a holder because I think this is going to be the future. And if I hit this one, it's going to be a grand slam. So that's just a little baseball terminology for you. I urge you guys to really get involved in Bitcoin now. Now, even at 10,000, remember, you don't have to buy a whole coin. They've done everything that they could. Banks, powerful people, over-the-counter trading markets, to get this down. And as soon as they got it down and tax day was over, here we are, knocking on the door at $10,000 again. And once we go through it, and once we make a new high over 19, I'll bet you we never see $10,000 Bitcoin again. And you're going to wish you bought 1/10 of it for $1,000 or $950 today. This is the OG Bronknut 719 West. You want to know what Bitcoin's going to do? Turn in right here, and I'll always give you my opinion. We'll see how right I am on the next one. I'm out. See you, suckers.